Alright, so nagbabalik tayo sa ating violin tips and tricks. And bago ang lahat, I just want to greet you a Happy New Year, and of course, thank you for supporting my channel, following all my socials. And I really appreciate every one of you na patuloy na sumusubaybay. It's been a really fun journey for me to be sharing insights and knowledge to you with regards to music, and especially stringed instruments. And sana patuloy nyo supportahan tong ating series na Violin Tips and Tricks. And this is our 170th episode. And what a way to start the year by setting new goals, di ba? And trying to find ways in order for you to get back to the grind. Ika nga nila. Okay, so for today's video, our topic will be how to develop routines better, no? For 2022, no? Siguro marami na yung nagbago in the past years, and we just want to really play and get back to our usual routines. Pero syempre mahirap yun gawin if we are not guided properly with the things that we can do in order for us to really get back on track. Yan. So, a lot of people would just say, mag-practice ka lang, mag-practice ka, no? Pero how or why are you practicing is one of the questions you need to ask yourself. So, before you dive into any repertoire or any pieces, ano ba yung main goal mo muna, diba? So, you first have to set goals that is not just attainable for you, but is specific, no? We can't really say na time bound kasi we still don't have parang wala naman tayong deadlines when it comes to improving ourselves, no? And for preparation, siguro yung iba meron ng mga competitions na sinasalihan or recitals that they need to perform in, no? So you have to first set that up, no? Para saan ka magpa-practice? Are you just going to practice na parang wala lang, gusto ko lang tumugtog, no? That could also work, but of course, if you set goals, it's gonna be easier for you to achieve those goals kasi may plano ka, di ba? Everything starts with a plan. And before you execute something, you should have at least a mindset and a goal in mind bago mo simulan yung plan. And then of course, when it comes to planning, ano ba yung unang paplanuhin? Personally for me, before I start practicing something, no, if I'm preparing for a recital, a performance, a competition, or whatever, I would always put my schedule first. Ayan. So, dun sa previous video natin, nasabi natin na hindi natin naman kailangan talaga ng practice na yun na lang gagawin natin, di ba? We said that you just need to be able to practice enough for you to sustain first what your skills are right now, and for you to improve on them, no? So hindi mo kailangan pa rin mag-practice na sobra-sobra, no? So a nice thing to do is to schedule. Yan. So scheduling your practices in order for you to build a routine, di ba, or a habit. Kailangan lagi mo siyang ginagawa eh. And if you are able to do something consistently for, let's say, a month, 2 months, yan, hindi mo na namalayan yung nagiging habit na talaga siya. That's how you form or build habits. Now, the thing is, parang ang tedious niya. It feels so draining if you will set up a schedule na parang daily, nagiging grind na siya, nagiging chore na, di ba? Yun yung mahirap doon. So, what I would suggest is, if you're like a very new musician, no, you don't need to practice nga every day pa, no? Maybe set up your schedules on a weekly basis. Yan. So instead of a daily basis na kailangan, every day magpo-practice ako, try to set it up like 5 times a week muna, no? And if kaya mo yung 5 times a week, next week add another day in which you will practice, no? It won't take up much of your time, di ba? 1 to 2 hours is enough, sabi nga natin. Sometimes if you're just beginning, 30 minutes, no? 20 to 30 minutes will be enough. So just take it weeks at a time para at least meron kang basis for progress, no? Because you won't see changes mainly on a daily basis, di ba? So, weekly, maganda yon. Makikita mo na what you did last Monday might be different from what you're doing this Monday, di ba? Makikita mo yung improvements mo where you might have lost track on your goals on some of your practices. At least, mas madali siyang i-track kaysa yung daily. Kasi talagang, when you think about it on a micro level, kung papaliitin mo, parang ang hirap-hirap ng gagawin natin. Pero pag pinalaki natin ng konti yung picture, di ba? Parang, within a week, you could schedule 5 practice hours, di ba? And kung nakukulangan ka pa doon, adjust ulit, adjust lang ng adjust, no? And that's how you could set yourself up, no? So, pwede ka rin naman magbawas if you feel like it's draining your energy too much, di ba? Kasi, syempre, if you're coming from the holidays, tapos babalik ka agad sa workflow mo when you're practicing, hindi naman ganun agad yun, eh. No? Take it step by step, but try to make it bigger, no? Look at the bigger picture of weekly practice schedules. Yeah. So, mas madali kasi yung i-track nga, and mas madaling bantayan to see whether you're improving or not, no? Another thing you can do to get back on track is not to force yourself. Yan muna, di ba? You shouldn't force yourself to doing something, no? But you should be accountable enough na kahit na tinatamad ka, no, you try your best to set yourself up to be successful, no? Parang kahit kung tinatamad ka mag-practice na hindi mo kakayanin with your energy right now, how about just play around with your instrument? Yung kasing mahawakan mo yung instrument mo is important, diba? Kasi parang pag nahawakan mo na siya, doon ma-realize mo na parang, I think pwede naman ako mag-practice, kaya ko naman yata mag-practice, di naman nakakapagod. And if you're enjoying something, diba? Parang yung mga mahaba mag-practice, it's not because they're forced to practice 7 or 8 hours a day. Yung mga tao nagpa-practice ng ganong kahaba na persado, syempre yun, wala na yun. Hindi ka na matututo. But if you're really enjoying what you're doing, no? If time flies very fast and you're practicing, then I think that's totally fine. That's totally okay. Sabihin nun, effective sa'yo yung ginagawa mo. Now, may times talaga na dadating na parang, nakakatamad naman, yun na, no? Panghihinaan ka ng loob, but your motivation won't carry you there. You have to be accountable na ikaw mismo, uupo, titingin sa pyesa, magpa-practice ka, no? Whether that's 5 minutes lang, kung hindi kaya, edi bitawan, no? But, the thing is, you have to be consistent. You have to show up, no? In order for you to build better habits. Kasi kung laging, pag tinatamad, hindi na lang gagawin, di ba? Try to be more accountable. And then another thing you could do is reward yourself. Ayan. So, sometimes kasi we miss the point of practicing. Parang, yun nga, nagiging na siya nagiging work. And if you're working, di ba, parang niisip mo, bakit ko ba ito ginagawa? Ganyan. Especially if you're not really full-time musician na parang hobby mo lang, tapos tatama rin ka na kasi parang hindi ka nag-i-improve or something like that, diba? Try to reward yourself with something worthwhile na it can be not music related, or for example, I know people dati, parang okay, if I practice right now, ang susunod kong gagawin will be I'll watch an episode on Netflix, parang ganun, diba? So, magpo-practice ka muna, you have something to look forward to after your practice, or whether that's watching a series, that's watching a movie, or eating your favorite food, or playing video games after, parang, di ba? Parang you will associate that practice to that reward. Yun. Parang ganahan ka, di ba? Yun eh. And then, minsan, mawawala na yung reward kasi para sa'yo nagiging reward na yung pagpa-practice mo. Yung feeling na, gumaganda yung tunog ko, gumaganda yung sound ko, everything is becoming clearer, mas naiintindihan mo yung ginagawa mo. That in itself will become your reward. And wala, ganun lang talaga siya, no? It's not something you can force into. Kasi pag pinuwersa mo yung sarili mo na gawin yung mga bagay tapos walang kapalit, no? Kapalit in a sense na it doesn't give you happiness, it doesn't give you joy in order for you to do that thing na parang puro ano na lang, puro negative vibes yung bibigay, hindi mo gagawin eh. So, at least try to reward yourself, whether that's related to your craft or not. But of course, don't reward yourself kung hindi mo pa siya ginagawa. So, wag mong babalik na rin. Some people do that din eh. Yung parang, okay, maglalaro muna ako. Pagkatapos ko maglaro, mag-practice ako. But you get so caught up in your games na realize mo late na pala, you need to sleep because you're going to work tomorrow. So, wala na. Hindi ka na nakapag-practice. No? Unahin mo muna yung priorities mo. No? Try to prioritize your practice schedules. No? Yan. Then, going back to not practicing, you could also just do more mental practice. No? Try to incorporate what you're learning sa music into your everyday life. In a sense that, like, for example, maraming lumalabas ngayon sa social media ng mga scores na mali-mali yung lyrics sa tono, di ba? So, try to read, no? Try to practice note reading kung hindi ka sanay masyado magbasa. Without even holding your instrument, you're getting better at those things, di ba? Or, for example, when I walk around, usually, yung kamay ko gumagalaw na parang nagbo-bow, no? Napapractice ko yun. Even if I'm doing something totally far away from music, as long as there's context behind it, no? Nakakatulong siya sa'yo. Kasi nga, as musicians, there's a lot of motions and movements that you won't normally do in other facets of your life, 'di ba? Hindi mo naman hahawakan yung mga gamit mo na parang may hawak kang bow. You won't do those things, but just playing around, for example, with a pen, with a pencil, no, habang nagsusulat ka, you're fidgeting, those types of things. Habang ginagawa mo yun kasi you're training your fine motor skills without even having to have an instrument with you. Or, those types of things add up as well. Diba? So, if you're mindlessly scrolling on Facebook, let's say, tapos may narinig kang kanta na gusto mong, try to think in your head, paano ba yung tono nun, no? How will you be able to play that on your instrument? So, those types of things, marami. You can really integrate your music in your everyday lives. You just have to be creative about it, no? Try to find the things that you like and find a common ground with it with music, no? It's the same thing as how people who love anime try to learn a different instrument. For example, nag-violin na sila dahil they got into anime, no? Not necessarily liking classical music, but they like the soundtrack of a certain show, no? Yung mga ganun. Kasi everything is really interrelated. And in order for you to build a habit, you should like what you do first, di ba? Kailangan, it's not forced. No? Because if you force something into your system, i-reject niya nang i-reject yun. And if you really want to start over, since the new year is here, no? Try to start with a clean slate. Talagang, you just focus on the things that you need to work on, reward yourself, try to incorporate the things that you're doing into your daily life, no? Daily routines. Make it a habit. Yun nga, no? Pinaka madaling sabihin pero mahirap din gawin. No? But think of it like every day you wake up, you take a bath. It's already like a routine. And just including that into your routine, whether let's say for example, after you eat breakfast, you practice for 20 minutes, diba? And it adds up. Everything that you do will add up, whether to set you up for success or for failure. So, you are the ones in control of whatever you're gonna do, no? Whether that's in music and in life. Pero yun nga, just try your best and enjoy every bit of the journey. So, sana may natutunan kayo here. If you did, drop a like, comment down below, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on all my socials. Links down in the description box below. Also, check out my course on Udemy and my podcast on Spotify and all major podcast platforms and my music on all major music platforms. This has been Ryan Monakil for Violin Tips and Tricks, and I'll see you on the next